Hello everybody, welcome back to Jared Opens a Box here on Jared Takes the L, and welcome to the month of April. We're already in the fourth month of the year, which is absolutely insane. But I have a great episode to kick things off this month. We're taking a look at some new Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Pops. And honestly, once upon a time, this actually would have been the final FNAF Pop video on the channel. There were some pretty strong rumors last year that the Funko had lost the FNAF license. It was this whole thing, ended up not being partially true. Funko only ended up losing the master license, which basically means they can't make plushies or action figures anymore, but they can still make pops and mystery minis and whatever other Funko branded stuff they can make. So yeah, this is not the last pop video anymore, but last year there was a strong possibility of that happening, so I had kind of penciled this in as being the last one for a little bit there, but thankfully that's no longer the case. But nonetheless, we still have a really cool episode. This would have been a great way to end it if that were the case, because we have three awesome exclusive pops here today, one of which was an Amazon exclusive. That's the one we're going to be starting with. The first and so far only FNAF Amazon exclusive pop to ever exist. And then there's two Hot Topic exclusives as well. So let's go ahead and just get into our first one. Like I said, we're going to be starting with the Amazon exclusive, which is, of course, everyone's favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character, Moonlight Freddy. In case you didn't sense the sarcasm in my voice there, yes, Moonlight Freddy is indeed another Funko OC character, you know, Funko original character. You can put this one up with the tie-dye wave that they did a couple of years ago, and Dark Springtrap, which is still one of my, everyone always seems to get a kick out of that one, but this is another one of those characters that Funko just made for whatever reason. Amazon exclusive, it's Pop Games number 969. This one actually came out a while ago. I mean, it came out like early last year. I just didn't really have a time for it yet, but now I do. So here it is, Moonlight Freddy. The box is pretty much the same as all the other FNAF Pop boxes. In this case, it's just the logo with the FNAF 2 office, which they really seem to like doing the FNAF 2 office for whatever reason. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I also want to point out on the top here, the logo is going to be different on the other two boxes. This one, you know, has the Five Nights at the top, then Freddy's, like that. The other one is slightly different. I don't know why they felt the need to change that. All right, let's open this one up. All right. Well, this one's certainly interesting. I mean, it's very interesting with the colors. I mean, I'm kind of trying to figure out what color this even is, to be exact. I mean, it's almost like I want to say it's like a bluish purple color. I don't know. It's so interesting, and the eyes are like a yellow, like a pale yellow. So I think that's pretty cool. I like the colors. I think it's really neat. It's just such a random thing for Funko to do, because this is only like the second of the like Moonlight pops that they've ever made. The other one was The Nun from, you know, that horror movie. I'm like, that's so random. But you know what? Sure, why not? I'm a sucker for any new FNAF pops, so I will gladly take this one. Also on the top hat, he actually has a little bit of a star there too, which I guess that's kind of cool. He also has a little mark here. I thought that was a paint defect. I think that's actually supposed to be there. I think that's just part of the coloration, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, the whole figure is basically this color with the metallic finish to it as well. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't obviously ever see these coming. I don't see that character ever coming to the games, but hey, the Blacklight animatronics almost made it into Help Wanted 1, so you know, who knows? Maybe Moonlight Freddy will be the secret hidden antagonist in Secret of the Mimic when that comes out later this year, and I'll be eating my words, but alright, moving on to our next one. This one is really cool. It's actually one that has been made into a pop before, but this one, of course, is a little bit different. This one is the Marionette. This is Pop Games number 1007. Again, Hot Topic exclusive. This one also released as part of the 10-year anniversary. Funko did make quite a few pops for that, so we'll be taking a look at some more of those later this year. But we do have the other one is also part of that anniversary wave. But yeah, there's the puppet. Like I said, Pop Games 1007. The box, again, is the FNAF 2 office in the background, but at least the back of the box is slightly different with the logo for the 10-year anniversary in the back there, which I still think is a really cool logo, and I'm glad that Funko is using it for the boxes, because it's a really cool logo. But yeah, so there is the box for the marionette. And like I said, they have made... Oh, look at that. There's even a little hidden Freddy on the inside of the box there, too. They have made marionette before. Back in 2018, I believe it was, they had a Walmart exclusive one that came out with the Twisted Ones wave. Even though it wasn't part of that wave, it still came out with it. And that one had the marionette inside of the box. So this one is obviously different because there is no box. This is just a full body figure of the puppet. So yeah, I think they actually did really cool with this one. It's kind of hard to mess this one up. They kind of got the designs down. The mask looks really, really cool. They have, of course, the purple tears on there with the, blush on the cheeks. And the white mask looks awesome. And I'm trying to think, what else did they do? Well, I guess they got the buttons. I don't know. It's a little bit of a more simplistic design on this one, but it does look pretty cool. I like that they were able to pretty much capture the design there. It does have a base because, of course, Marionette does not have any feet whatsoever. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I guess that's pretty much it. I like the marionette, but the design is just so simple. But I guess, and the hands are creepy. I don't know, those things are weird. but yeah, there's marionette. This one is really, really cool. Definitely happy to have. I think it looks better, honestly, than the other one. I feel like this one is just a lot creepier, and I feel like this is based on in Help Wanted 1, where Marionette is actually walking towards the office. I think that's what it's based on. But yeah, that one's pretty cool. And now it's time for the last one that I never thought I'd ever see. I don't know. It's just one of those ones it's so crazy to even be reviewing, because it's just not something that you would ever expect to see. But this one is, I guess we'll just show it. Withered Golden Freddy. So our first withered pop here from Funko. It finally happened after 10 years of FNAF 2 being out. We finally got the first withered pop. And if you've been keeping if you've been keeping track of Funko stuff recently, this actually is not going to be the only one. There is going to be some new withered pops coming in later this spring, and obviously they will be coming to Jared Takes the L as well. So Withered Golden Freddy was just ushering in that new wave, I guess, but this is Pop Games number 1033, again, Hot Topic exclusive, and is also part of the 10-year anniversary. And I guess with this one and the puppet, having the FNAF 2 office does make sense, since they both originated from that game. So I can't complain about that one. But every other character that isn't from that game that's had that background, I don't know. Oh, this one has the Freddy as well. So that's pretty cool. All right, here is Withered Golden Freddy. This one looks amazing. I love the details on this one. Funko went all out, giving it a really withered look. Just very run down, very worn out. Of course, they even gave him the missing ear with the wires spilling out. They didn't give him any eyes, which is, of course, accurate. They just have wires coming out of the one. And he is, of course, in his slouched sitting position, which is awesome because the original Golden Freddy Pop was not in that position. So this is our first Golden Freddy Pop that's actually fairly accurate. And yeah, this looks really, really cool. Of course, he has the microphone in his hand there, and they really captured that iconic Golden Freddy pose just with this pop. So honestly, 10 out of 10 on this one. This is honestly a really, really cool pop. I think this one was even up for Pop of the Year last year. It was just such a cool pop. I really, really like it. But yeah, this is, the in-game wires down here too, which is also accurate. So yeah, that's a really good sign. I know there's been some talk about the upcoming Withered Wave. I'm still excited about it nonetheless. I think it's going to be really, really cool to see them in person and finally get to review Withered Pops, which I never thought it would ever happen. But of course, starting with this one, it has happened. But yeah, there was our 3 FNAF Pops today. I'm just going to give them all 10 out of 10, whatever. Maybe I'm biased. I think they all look awesome. Even Moonlight Freddy, even though he's an original character, I just love the coloration on it and that metallic look. It just looks really, really cool. And then Marionette and Withered Golden Freddy are just so accurate. It's insane. They got to be some of the best FNAF Pops we've ever had. They're just so freaking cool. But yeah, let me know down below which of these is your favorite. I'll go through them one more time and let me know. We have Moonlight Freddy, we have Marionette, and we have Withered Golden Freddy. So yeah, let me know, guys, down below which of these was your favorite. When we come back next week, we're actually going to be taking a look at some Pops from a series that we've never reviewed on the channel before, so it's going to be a first time ever here on Jared Opens a Box, so really excited about that one. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.